Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Let's get it lined up. And there we go. All right, so let's see what's swinging out here today. Save. All right, so jump over to my main menu. Main there. All right, so starting off, we got a couple of things up quite a bit. DSY starting off the day up 600%. Not seeing any big news on today on it. STEC, next leading one, 562%. STEC. Okay. Yeah, back at it, cable. DSY, STEC, GEM is a little cheap one down here. LGHL is up 90%. Zone, ZONE, is up 60%. We're going to look through these in just a minute to see if any of them are going to be worth the sacrifice. Okay, GMHS not moving that much, up 39%. So I think we'll stick with the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% gainers and see where it goes. JEM, I'm not sure. Let's go and look at these catalysts. DSY, like I said, the last news that I see is from 5, and it says why Nubius is shares are trading higher by around 50%. Let me read this caption. Is it just a grouping? Is it in there with a bunch of them? Let's see. NBIS rose sharply. I want to see the news on DSY though. Why is DSY up? It does not have any kind of news with it on DSY. Okay. Next one is STEC. Same thing, no news. It's just in a grouping of things that are up right now. They may be moving on sentiment to some of the movements from yesterday. GEM, same thing. Nothing new with these. Okay, so these are sentimental movers. LGH. All right, is what it is. All right, let's go over some of the things that happened yesterday. Octo was the mover from yesterday. Ooh, that bad boy was hot. So in the morning pre-market, we saw this one moving up. We saw this one moving on up there pre-market. And of course, I had a meeting or whatnot. I was in my meeting. So we went through this part together pretty much until like 7:30, right? And then I was in my meeting and I came back and looked at it and it had gapped up right here when I had got out. I saw it go up here to 51 and it rolled down to 40. And guess where I was buying? 40 something, 43. So I got in at 43 level and I saw this trend start to arise and it started rising. Now I did not get in a lot of shares. I only had 19 shares of this. So I was just holding and my average price was around 40.90, 43.90 because I thought one of these breakouts was going to be it, but I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to end up holding this. So it started holding, started going up here, got up to 61 and I continued to hold here. and it dropped down to like 47. I continued to hold it, and it rose up, and I was selling around 70s right here. So from 43, this little high point, and to 70 is where I was selling those 19 shares, which was 130 bucks. So it did continue up to 83, but I just took profit in here. It started slowing down. Now this dump, I was like, I don't want to get a bigger one of these. This is a pretty nice little dump here. Dump from 61 down to 47, and then got all the way back up to 70. And I was like, and this is after, like, this is the 1 minute. So this is after seeing this wick here. If y'all can see that, let me zoom that in. This wick right here. This one. And so after it failed to break this high of 71 again here, I was like, yeah, I don't like this. And so I kind of sold out of there. But it went on up $10 more from where it was to 83s. And I was like, oh, well, took my little piece and got on down. And this stock, the things that it was trading was associated with a crypto that I was already holding. Donnell Twin, yes, I'm streaming. Am I not showing anything? Yeah, I'm streaming. I think I'm streaming. Let me make sure. Yeah, I see people on YouTube. I see people on Kick. Pretty soon, yeah. But yeah, this was connected to WorldCoin, which I was talking to y'all about yesterday, that I bought last month, right? So WorldCoin, let's go look at what happened with this thing. This thing, while I was freaking sleeping, man, look at what this thing did. Okay, so this is trading view. WorldCoin. Now I bought this down here at 72 cents. 72 cents. During last night, it went up to $4. I didn't even see none of this. So it went up to $4. It's still holding 204, but I bought it at 72 cents, and I'm just letting it play. And so, you know, I'm not in any real rush. And some of the stocks today are moving on some of the sentiment of what happened yesterday. So I took profit on some stocks that were moving on this, and I'm taking, well, not taking profit, but I'm just holding this position on WorldCoin, trying to see where it can go next. But definitely some nice movement. Bitcoin also continued to hold up the 110s. It came down and kind of tapped them, but now again re-rising here. So definitely some nice movement on Bitcoin. But WorldCoin just kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to move like this. You know, I was actually going to wait until it came down some. I was looking to buy it at some of the levels that I bought some of these other ones, maybe around, you know, like 20 cents or something. But when I read what it was doing, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of it at least. And so, yeah, this thing kind of took off. I don't even know if it's gonna come back down, but it is what it is. I'm gonna let that live. So yeah, but man, this explosion during nighttime all the way up to $4 from, man, I just woke up. I was like, is this spike for real? And it is for real. But it is what it is. I'm nice and green. It's about $1 away from where I am, so I'm good to go there. All right, back over to the main menu. And that is what was happening over here. So got this trade from 43 up to 70 as well. All right, for today, we got a cheaper mover that does not have any catalysts. The other thing is, not only does it not have catalysts on JEM, it has an ATR, closing ATR of yesterday of 81 cents. Now, I don't know if y'all know the significance of that, but that means that on a daily basis, this thing moves 80 something cents. Now it costs 85 cents. So we do some quick math here and we say, okay, the ATR is 81 cents divided by the price, the current price, which is 85 cents. How much of a move with that? That's a 95% move. That doesn't even make sense. So JEM doesn't even make sense. It's a nonsensical ATR right there. Unless it hit a reverse split or something, and it didn't. Right over here on the daily chart, this is what it's looking like. So it closed yesterday at 29 cents, Opened up today at 84 cents, and now the ATR is supposedly 81 cents, which does not make any sense. So yeah, nonsensical play right there. And I'm not seeing any volume on or any clear news on it either. All right, so let's jump over to, oh, well, we can look at all the daily charts here. So we looked at JEM. We got STEC leading next. Tore up daily chart as well. We see a lot of gaps. What is this trading here? This was something at 683 and then fell down here to 1997. That is messed up. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next one is LGHL. Closed at 155 and it's trading around 285 now. So got over these two little humps. Does it have any clear news? It does not. Okay. They were purchasing, or it says Lion Group Holding Limited announces strategic treasury reallocation, converting Sol to SUI units, which are units of well, that's one asset in crypto, but they're transferring this to Hyperliquid, which is hype. Now, again, I really don't like meme stocks, so I'm staying away from that. I like things that are actually doing stuff like WorldCoin. All right, so LGHL not super highly traded. DSY, looking at its daily chart, closed at 102, is up to 844 now, so pretty much over the all-time highs. And I'm not seeing any catalysts sticking out for that one. Let me see what else we got here. GMHS, Game House Holdings. It did have some type of news. Let's see, press release. Okay, so this is earnings news on Game House. Only up 21%, so that's not impressive. I'm gonna take that one off. Especially not impressive with everything else that's moving. Zone up 72% and Octo up 13%. But Octo, I'm kind of done with that one for sure. We're looking for those things that can take that volume, take us higher. Nothing to see here. Did you end up trading the Octo, or did anybody trade Octo? Was I the only one on that shark? Hopefully somebody else got some. It was a wild ride. I got out of my meeting and I was like, all right, I already looked this thing up. It's got catalyst. It's trading on the thing that I'm already holding. So what's the worst that can happen, right? All right. Anyway, looking through these, let's see what's the most bullish looking one yet. So JEM, STEC kind of got going down. Cable said I was tunnel vision on your futures. Oh, and I missed all that. That's well, it is what it is. If you were still in profit on your futures, then you know, a lot of people got cooked yesterday for sure. So sometimes it comes out the way you want it, sometimes it doesn't. LGH came down there, and DSY, I don't think this one's doing much. It just keeps kind of bottling around. It's also got higher shares out here, 57 million shares on DSY. There's 7 million in the float, but I'm not sure about that. That's a little bit higher than Zone. So we got to find out where that juice is. Where's the juice worth the squeeze? I see one called Yule. UOUL. Yule. All right, flipping over to it. 85% up here. This is Yule, like Soldier Boy, you know. This kind of looks like a Chinese company. We will see. I'm not seeing. Let me see. Where's the this is earnings reports. It looks like press release. Yeah, this looks like a Chinese company. Let's go look at Yule. Now let's look at a daily chart first, because it doesn't have much daily news. It is currently trading around this 360 level. Has a high up here of 550s. Okay. So let's go ahead and mark this up as a possible daily resistance. Possible daily resistance level up there at the 550s. If it goes that high, the body of this candle is right at the $5, so I will mark that up as well. So we will duplicate, bring this on down to 5, and this is Yule. All right, so let's go read what this company actually is real quick. Okay. U Life Group. So it says U Life Group Inc. Operates as a blue-collar lifetime service provider in China. It offers blue-collar talent with comprehensive and lifetime services, including vocational education services, HR recruitment services, employee management services, and market services to improve vocational knowledge, practical skills, and life quality for enhancement or enhanced employment opportunities and better life. The company is based in Shanghai, China. So we got a Chinese mover up here. And we just marked these levels up, $5, and then that 550 up there. It's almost touched that so far. So we'll see what that does. But hey, looks like it's got some earnings news on the burner today. Press releases. Let's see. What are you talking about? But it looks like it is soaking up some volume. Only 6 million shares traded on it, but it is the most bullish looking one that we've seen this morning. $4.47. Jim going on down to the graveyard. Yeah, Yule is pushing on up to the top here. Okay. So stopping right before it got to that $5 mark, pulling back a little bit. Let's see if we can see any obvious bottoming levels down here on the daily chart. So we got these top levels of $5. There was a little bit of indecision down here at 365 right there on the daily chart. So I'm gonna mark that as, you know, a possible place that something could happen. I just say a possible daily on that indecision. See what happens down there. And then below that, I mean, re-entering the 325s is probably going to send it on down. But there was some indecision at that 360. Let's look at where that lands it on the daily chart. So we can see 364 kind of at the bottom of this little candle here. Point of control is at 417. Let's see what else is up here. We got Nimbus. What is Nimbus doing out here? Let's see. So over here we got JEM, STEC, LH, DSY, Wolf, and Nimbus. I'm not even seeing Yule on this one. Probably because the share float isn't calculated or something. Something isn't calculated on it. I don't know. But it is looking like it's wanting to bottle up a little bit on Yule. But has this clear resistance above it, and you know, just some I'm gonna put, this is really not the, I'll say possible daily indecision, possible daily chart indecision. I'm spelling this right. Indecision. Possible daily indecision level. Okay, there we go. So 360s. All right. So still battling it out. JEM losing all of its gas down there. 94 million, but just not the hottest stock. STEC, DSY. So yeah, Yule is looking like the leader. So Chinese is leading today. Be careful. China is leading. Go ahead and add that note out there. This is a Shanghai Chinese company on earnings. Okay. Clean core. Okay, so I'm seeing some information on Zone, ZONE. It's connected to Dogecoin. Clean core. This is Clean Core Solutions Zone, a cleaning disinfecting firm, created history by purchasing 285.4 million Doge tokens for 68 million, thereby setting under a week the biggest Dogecoin treasury worldwide. So that's Zone's news. Let's see. And that came out at 5:30 this morning, but it's not getting any super love over here. Let's go to the daily chart on Zone. The highs it went up to during pre-market was 857. We can see the all-time highs for it was 782s. It may be moving on some sentiment with Doge, I'm not sure, but it is up 70%. Only problem is with the volume, it's only got 6 million in the volume. There's a lot more volume getting funneled to these top four: JEM, STEC, and LGHL. So gonna kind of wait that one out and see who's gonna be up. Well, Yule back up here to our levels, $5 level there, 4.99, testing this level. Has the top. So this was the body of that candle at 4.99. The tip of it was at 5.50 up here. So just testing these levels, and I'm not even on the right screen. This is the one I was trying to show you. This was the body of that daily candle, and this was the tip of that range of the spike. So it is trading into these levels. We'll see, does it face any kind of resistance up here towards that 550. $550 getting tapped. That was the tip. And it slightly got through that tip. It's going to continue to push heavy. Okay, so Yule's looking like the one on the day. And Yule isn't giving us any information on the float. It's just kind of moving crazy. It's got 12 million shares traded now on Yule, 673. So we'll see how it comes back and tests. Now above these levels, there is nothing. So 550, we don't know where shorts are sitting. We don't know what's going on up here. We just know that this is a Chinese stock. It's on earnings. That's it. Broke this all-time high here. Has been trading since 7/10/2025. So that is January, February, March, April, May, June, July 10th, 2025. So only a year, not even a year old yet, moving like this. coming on up, stepping over these other stocks. So I'm thinking it's going to take the lead on today. Now, my TOS is showing that it has shares outstanding of 76 million, but everywhere else I'm just not seeing. Well, yeah, I see that on Benzinga too, 76 million, but no float out because it's so young. So we'll see how it comes back. Does it just destroy these levels to the downside at the 550 or what? Because this was the all-time high here. I mean, it should kind of slow down at the all-time high. Let me put this. This was the previous all-time high here. So previous daily level, daily all-time high. Okay. Not possible. I meant put previous. Previous daily all-time high. There we go. All right, previous daily all-time high, and this thing continues to push up. Got our little levels down here that it has not checked back in at, going towards a new whole dollar level, blasting through that whole dollar. Tip of this was 823s. Up 325%, 16 million shares traded. Will it need to verify down here at the 5? It's got a little zone down here. Make irrational moves. Make irrational moves great again. Yeah, yeah. It is irrational for sure, but you know, it's the thing that's up and looking the most bullish, so it's probably going to attract the most eyes. Everything else, Jim and all these other ones going down to the graveyard. So this is the only thing, and it's kind of like you know, it's the last meat on the bone. People are excited for that run up yesterday. They're like, man, maybe this will be it. But if they're not reading, you know, this Chinese stock could be the end of them. These Chinese stocks do not play any games. You know, each one of them has this special type of martial arts, some type of kung fu. You know, either you're the crane, you may be the monkey, you may be the tiger, but either way it goes, you can get chewed up. The snake, whatever you want, they got it. But now got up here and kind of slowing down on this. Okay, so working its way back away, and we haven't even seen a full any kind of pullback. Well, we saw a pullback consolidation right here, but yeah, that was running into resistance. Oh, it looks like it is a mixed martial arts went up today. MMA is up 31%. MMA. Well, that's crazy. But that's even up right now. This one right here. It's only a dollar. Is this the real MMA? $1.12 up 30%. Go look at this MMA. Mixed Martial Arts Group Limited. It must be. I didn't even know they had a stock. All right, Mixed Martial Art. No, this can't be. Mixed Martial Arts Group Limited operates in martial arts and combat sports industry in Australia. Okay. The company offers subscription-based products and services, including business tools comprising Train Alta, UFC, gym partnership, and all this whatever from Australia. They've been trading since 2013. Okay. As soon as I was talking about the Chinese stocks and martial arts, I saw MMA. I was like, what? This is crazy how they're foreshadowing. Crazy foreshadowing. But anyway, Ewell coming on back down. This point here at the 549 was going to be interesting. That's the all-time high. See if it can come down there or it will just crash it out. You believe UFC merged with WWE? Don't remember. I mm, I think that was proposed. I don't know if that ever went through though. Really don't. But I think it was proposed. And I think that's why there's such a beef between UFC and WWE um um people, fighters and wrestlers and all of that stuff. But let me just tell you, I know the wrestlers are, they're very spectacular, but there's nothing like the UFC and cage fighting. Nothing. Those boys do not play. It's the reason they have cauliflower ears. A lot of them in wrestlers don't. They got them clean ears over there in the wrestling ring. Clean, nice, nicely folded ears. So nothing seer says TKO is the symbol they're under. Same group. Okay. TKO. Technical knockout. Let's go look at TKO. Technical knockout group. Okay, so TKO Group Holdings, Inc. It operates as a sports and entertainment company. The company owns and manages sports and entertainment intellectual property. Is it up today? It's up 3%. Oh, it's $200. Oh, okay. That's okay. Um, Company owns, manages sports and entertainment intellectual property, produces and licenses live events, programming, and long form and short form content, reality series, and other filmed entertainment on digital and linear channels and via pay per view, and offers UFC Fight Pass, a direct to customer streaming product. Okay, so this looks like the real thing. This looks like the real thing. It's based in New York. New York has been trading since 2023. That kind of looks like the real thing there. All right, Ewell coming on down to this 540 level, 550-ish level. And this level was supposedly supposed to be the all-time high here. We'll see how it actually respects this all-time high. It doesn't want to break it down. And then we also have the $5 right here. Oh, it tripled. So we got 5 out here on Ewell coming out here. This was that level. Wonder do I want to see what happens? Just take some at this all-time high and see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna play it like that. I want to kind of see it close this candle and see if it turns around at the 5 here. Okay, trading in this level, right down to the 5. Okay, right on that $5 level. Let's see if it continues to break it down, or does it want to have a turning point here, back up towards these all-time highs? 5. Okay, so under 5 now. So now it's out of scope. Out of scope for me. See if it continues. This is the previous traded area here, 421s, but if it's struggling to hold 5, it's on that struggle bus for real. Let's go look and see if anything else new has popped up. Oh, doo-doo-doo. All right. Let's see. Looking for things that are over $5 that are moving with some gusto. What is Zone doing out here? Zone still, is it going down? Still going down. Okay. Never did even reach 10 million shares traded. MMA. All right, so yeah, MMA. I don't know what's going on over there, but we literally just looked at this and it went from $1 all the way up to 548. This is an Australian. Maybe people are confusing this one with the real thing, the TKO. But yeah, MMA, martial arts, Chinese stocks up. Definitely some foreshadowing out here. Let's go look at the daily chart of MMA. Daily chart, it closed at 85 cents yesterday. Had some highs up here around 150. And this thing absolutely bottled. Did it break all-time highs or something? Let's see. So 525 was the high up here at MMA. Okay. So let's go ahead and mark that up. 525 was a possible resistance that it hit. And we will edit this and say possible, or no, we'll say previous daily high level. Well, previous all-time daily high. Okay. There we go. And so that's where it was trading just a minute ago. So this is the previous all-time daily high. It hit it, came on down. We'll see what it does. It is below 5 as well. So it is out of scope for me. For sure. MMA got punched in the mouth a little bit. Where's that other one? Yule. Let me bring that one back up to the front of the congregation. All right, so Yule ended up going on back down under that. We'll see if it can come back up, but we'll see. It's definitely got a zone in here between that previous all-time high. It found some resistance. And then MMA continuing to drop down as well. Australian company. So basically for these daily charts, I'm just looking for the obvious levels, things that stick out around a level that is trading, that has previously had some time to sit and think. Some of these are so short-lived, they don't have a lot of retest. But we shall see. Lot of 100% movers today, though. This is insane. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I could just show y'all the chart over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a couple of them that are close to 100. So 600% moves. So volume is very spread out. In the low volume ones and the high volume ones, it's just spread all over the map. We gotta see what becomes the hero on the day, or if we even get a hero on the day. Yule all the way back down to $4. So yeah, not great. Just walking its way on down the chart. Look at this 15 minute for Yule. It got tore up. Look at this. 827, it engulfed the whole candle here. Back towards this 364. Now this one was the indecision level at 364, but I don't trust none of that. That's way down there. That's just proven weakness. 5-minute chart. 5-minute got 8 up as well. Okay, so yeah, not liking any of that. Let's jump back over to our guy MMA. Again, walking down as well. That was a big move up. I saw it at 30%. And I was like, oh wow, that's there. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what the news was. Mixed Martial Arts Group shares are trading higher after the company appointed Donald Trump Jr. as a strategic advisor. Well, there's the news. Donald Trump Jr. is the strategic advisor. Let me go. Did I see that news over here? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. That's some news that made it move. I don't know if that's gonna. I mean, it's MMA. I don't think he's ever done MMA, but I don't know. I don't know. That's weird. I'm glad I looked into that before just jumping into it wildly, right? What's the news over here? Well, Donald Trump Jr. is an advisor on a, you know, major fighting complex, and I don't even know if he's ever done. Maybe he has. I wouldn't take it. A lot of people take martial arts, so. Oh boy, that is some funny stuff happening today, man. Funny stuff. A lot of traps out here. MMA zone still going down. Okay, so we've stayed safe so far, doing our due diligence, looking at these, looking into these, seeing if there are traps or not, and a lot of them have turned out to definitely be traps. A lot of places where, if you're just watching, it's kind of like the ocean, you can get drawn into it. But I'm just staying within my scope, looking for things with catalysts, looking for those things that are a little bit higher price. These cheap ones, they just always ring me out. Let me go look back at I'm gonna look back at WorldCoin and see if it's moving up again. Nah, it's pretty much in the same space, same place. 210. It is what it is. But yeah, it's about that capital protection. Yule about to go under this indecision level, and you can see a couple of times that it tried to pull up here. It may actually end up, I don't know, this is the only other, wasn't really obvious, but it was obvious that there was indecision here at 364. But I still am like, all right, you're on your way down. I really don't trust you. That's my mood on Yule right now, and it may go up from here. I don't know. It stopped right on that 364, but I'm looking for it to continue to pile drive. Yeah, go and get through there. Go ahead and prove them wrong. Break that. Show them that you know what you're doing to the downside. All right, DSY. What are you doing over here? Nothing much. MMA all the way back down to 280s from 548. Looks like it's gonna be back down to $1 here in a little bit. Octo dropped down to 47, back up to 52, still very low volume. ITP, and then zone. CWD. CWD, I don't know what this one's doing. Okay, this is another crypto. CWD crypto. Definitely getting some wicks out here. Go look at the daily chart. This one has some previous things out here. I'm gonna go ahead and clear all of that. I want to see the most recent cleared things that I can see. So it closed at 217. It's trading up around 436 right now. Hit a high of 618. So 618 up in here somewhere. That's where that high was. But that's pre-market. On the daily though, what are we seeing? We see a level here 474. So possible daily. Okay. Go ahead and copy it or duplicate this. We had this one up here, which is quite a ways away at 835. I don't know if it can get up there. We'll look at the catalyst here in a minute. Then it had this point down here, it got pushed down 2, but that's not super obvious. Zoom back a little bit, it had this little gap in here. Something happened around the 7s. Okay, anything else linking up to that? Not really. Okay, is what it is. All right, back over to CWD. So we got our levels out here. We had the 714 and the 835 we just got from the daily chart. It just bounced off of this 474. That was that little, whatever that was. Was that the gap? No, that was the top of that previous peak out. And again, we're seeing these wicks. How much is this one up? This one is up 163%. 6 million shares traded. What is the catalyst? Caliber shares. So it it's buying some Link tokens. Let me go look at Link. These folks Link has been coming up. I want to see if it's actually doing anything on TradingView. So let's go to Link. Chain Link. I think that might okay, Chain Link US dollar. So let's go look at that. All right, so it's 23 bucks. This is the one that they've been jumping on. I've been seeing this one for a couple of weeks. I looked at this one previously in the past, but I just wasn't too impressed with what they're doing. So, but it's looking like it wants to get on up. A lot of people diving in there, but I'm good. I'm good on that one. Let's jump back over to the regular CWD. Chopping around this top here around 598. And you'll continue to dive down under $3. Just a absolute spread of volume this morning for sure. Yeah, Chainlink is a crypto cable. It's, let me go and look up. I've looked at it in the past, but I haven't looked at it in a long time. Let me go see. Chainlink. Give me 1 second. All right, so Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network built on Ethereum, designed to securely connect smart contracts with real world data, APIs, and traditional banking systems. Um, it's it Smart contracts are like isolated. They can't directly access external data like weather reports, stock prices, or payment systems. Chainlink solves that problem by providing decentralized oracles that feed reliable, tamper proof information into smart contracts. This allows smart contracts to be used for things like DeFi lending and borrowing protocols, interest rates, collateral prices, insurance, like weather or flight delay data, real world asset tokenization, like stocks, real estate, and commodities. Key features: decentralization is the main feature. The link token itself used to pay node operators for providing data, staked by node operators to secure the network. Cross-chain interoperability. I don't even know. I just messed that word up. Whatever. Cross-chain protocol allows communication between different blockchains. It is on the ERC20 token on Ethereum. And the adoption has been, it's got partnerships with Google Cloud, Swift, and banks exploring tokenized finance. Okay, so that's what it's doing. CWD is bought some of those. It's going up. So this was that other high possible daily level of that 835 there. We'll see it hit it directly, and we'll see how it acts around there. But Yeah. Got one test. Is it going to just blow through it or is it going to need to pull back? Nine million shares traded on CWD right now, approaching 10 million. A lot of motion out here in the ocean. But I see resistance levels being respected for sure on a lot of these. They're going up their resistance levels and stalling. Like Yule, look at Yule, all the way back down here to where I put my note at Chinese on earnings. Walk right on down through there. I'm gonna take that one off the list. Okay. STC, LGH, trash. We're just gonna have to see which one becomes the one because there's not a lot. There is a lot. There's just too much circulation. MMA back down to 226, flattened out. So yeah, I'm just not liking what I'm seeing here. CW though, CWD, we'll see if it continues to hold up. It's reached 10 million shares, has a very low float, and zone dead to me. So yeah, CWD is the only one that kind of looks like it's holding its bullish levels. Came down, tapped this 714 there, the possible daily level, but we'll see how that ends up holding. Chainlink is green though, so we'll see if it gets sentiment off of Chainlink's movement or if it starts to slam. Let me see where CWD is, what they do and where they're located. CWD. All right, so this is called Caliber Coast Inc. Caliber Coast is a real estate investment, an asset management firm specialized in middle market assets. It serves its investor clients by creating, managing, and servicing proprietary products, including middle market investment funds, private syndications, and direct investments, which are managed by the firm's in-house asset services group. It invests primarily in commercial real estate, qualified opportunity zones, private equity, and debt facilities. It delivers a full suite of alternative investments to high net worth, accredited, and qualified investors, as well as family offices and smaller institutions. Caliber Coast Inc. was founded in 2009 and is headquartered in Scottsdale, Arizona. Okay. All right. And CWD, again, respecting resistance levels. Got up to the 835, got up to the 714s, and pulling back down. So we'll see how far that goes. It's been a weird day. These things have really been popping back down off of those resistance levels. I guess shorts are trying to make their money back from Octo yesterday, taking the bag. But I'll keep CWD on watch. It may be the number one, but everything else is looking pretty dead. Zone, what are you doing, Zone? Going sideways. All right. Well, 7 o'clock. We've reached that point in the day. Another top of the hour about to happen in 7 minutes. And we're kind of seeing a overall pattern of all of these. Nothing's really just breaking and holding. It breaking, going towards resistance, and dumping hard. Let me go to the front page news. Let's go see what's up there. What are all the traders seeing out here? So why today's job revisions may rip through Wall Street and DC. A sharp downshift in jobs count is expected, raising questions of when the rot set in. Well, Oh, CWD popping back up, retesting that 714. I'm watching it, and as I'm reading the news, I'll pop back over. It looks, well, right now it looks like it's retesting at 714. It's the only one still kind of bullish. So we'll see what happens there. Previous tops of these bodies is up at 772. More crypto news. Okay, again, testing resistance. It will end up breaking down to 675s here. 675 is bottom of this 1 minute candle. About to close in 10 seconds. Or will it be the one that doesn't want to respect? Okay, well, there it is. All right, so respecting that resistance again, let's jump back over to the news. Okay, where was I? We were talking about jobs revisions may rip through Wall Street and DC, how Fed rate cut could spark a meltdown in stocks. Eli Lilly, or Ellie Lilly, well, I don't know, Eli, gives biotechs access to AI-enabled drug discovery. U.S. South Korea talks deadlocked over 300. Okay, CWD, man, this thing keeps on blasting up. It looks like it's gonna be the one that doesn't want to respect any kind of resistance. Hit 835s up there. I just want to go look at the news, man. Calm down. Okay. So right at the tops of these bodies, not really being able to hold it. Point of control at 670 or 667 right now. Trading right above the bodies of these candles. 14 million shares traded on this one. Okay. Is this going to be a double top if it closes? Nope. Pop through. Okay. Before I can even get it out. Another crypto mover. Chainlink. Keep an eye on it today for sure. Up 352%, 15 million shares traded. It's number 3 on the day when it comes to percent gains in small caps. $11.20. Okay. Let me go look at the daily levels here because it's moving into some new daily levels. All right, so 835 was where this gap was. So it filled the gap and it got up to 11 something dollars, 11.20, which is kind of odd out here. It's not really a obvious place for 11.20 to be a stop point. Had another gap through here. I don't know. Not a obvious stop point right there at all. Let's see how it comes back down. Anyway, let me continue to look at this news. Fed still has the power to electrify the market. Yes, they do. See what this is. So it went up there and gave back $2 worth of profit. That's a big move by shorts coming in there, and they do have the trading room to actually get in here pretty big. 17 million shares traded, so they can easily get in here. Bottom of this is 867. We'll see how it tries to hold this 835 here. Will the crypto sentiment hold up or will it dump? Fed case for September rate cut, pretty straightforward. They got Verizon CEO over here. Once this dumps, we're going to look at some of that other stuff and see what they're talking about. STEC, MMA, all of these ones that were up are kind of doing a little worse. Point of control at 658 down there. All right, 1004. So testing that $10 hold dollar level right there. A little bit lower high, but I don't know if this is the end. This isn't really clear structure here in pre-market. Just wicks. Popping up there again to that $10 level. Okay. Just wicks. Yeah, top of the hour. This This is kind of wild. This whole day. That's what excitement does though. Like when you get something with catalyst and it's moving, people just get hungry, man. They're like, man, it's whatever. If I see anything else close to this, I'm attacking. Especially for people that sat on their hands yesterday and didn't trade Octo, they're here today. Now, will they get the same explosiveness all the way up to like 80 bucks? I don't know. I don't think so. But still, this was some opportunity. Went from $2 at the beginning of the pre-market all the way up here to $9. So, less opportunity, but still opportunity. All right, so yeah, CWD is one of the last ones looking bullish. Maybe something else will pop up after this, but it is what it is. We've seen, checked out most of them that have dried up. This one has 21 million shares traded on it. So we'll see if it keeps this structure, if it wants to try to continue up. Because right now, this was a lower high, and 1120 was not even an obvious spot. So I don't know why they sold there, but they did. Point of control now at $9, and it is testing that 9, looking like resistance, but we'll see. Anybody else? I wouldn't say this is a disappointing pre-market. I think it's just the remnants of yesterday. Okay. A little bit of uptick. Okay, tap the trend. Will it get shut down? Maybe not. All right. So another top and tail wick. I don't know which structure is relevant, but do both of them, see which one it respects. Is it going to just dive down and stay within this first one, which will definitely be a harsh show of weakness there? Or will it consolidate, hit this one, and then go down? I don't know. Don't know what the structure is doing here. Or maybe it just doesn't care. Maybe it just doesn't care about structure at all. How about that? Yeah, maybe it just doesn't care. All right, so we got a rip through 11.16 up here to 12.22 there. I mean, who knows? Who knows, man? This one's leading the day. 25 million shares traded, looking like it wants to go to 15 bucks. I don't know. Let's jump back over to the daily because it is still breaking out. So it's up here to 1240. Got all the way up here to 1240 up here. And is it going towards, well, it won't get all-time highs. It'll need to get over 15 to break anything else, but 1240 is in here. Nothing obvious that I can see this right off the top, so I'm not sure about this one. It's up to 1340 now, up to $14. Okay, so it has a clear daily level. Let me go possible daily level up here, right up here towards this $15 level. That's where it's looking like it's going. We can back it up a little bit. $15 chunk right there. But it definitely left everything else in the dust. Currently up 500% with 26 million shares traded. So this is almost a $10 move from $2 up to, well, more than $10. 225, just about $2 all the way up here to 14. Is it gonna keep going? No way. Come on, man. That's what you gonna do to us. I'm kind of scared to see what happens on during intraday. If pre-market is doing all of this and all this volume is going out like this, like who's going to be left trading? I guess people that trade all day maybe. But okay, is that a triple top on the 1 minute? That looks like a triple top. 1430. It needs to break this. It needs to break this 1432. That's a triple top on the 1 minute. After this closes, I'm gonna look at that 5 and see how it's setting up, but it needs to break that. Yep. Okay, broke the triple top. Everybody's thinking it's gonna continue going. Bottom side is the $13. So let's see that pullback. Just because it broke doesn't mean it'll hold. There it is, back down to 13. Let's see what kind of treatment it gets to the downside. This is a very unpredictable stock too. But at least we were looking in the right place. That's one thing that we did get to do, get our eyes in the right place, get focused, look for something that's not super cheap that can actually give range. Even though for me, it's just unpredictable. But there was opportunity to get, 10, 20 cents very quickly on this one, for sure. ATR on CWD right now is $1.49. That's what we like to see. Those ATR, those higher ATRs. If your ATR is 1 cent, if it moves 1 cent in a day, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. All right, so there's that 15 level that we had marked up. That was the clear level on that daily chart. So we'll see if it can get any turnaround here at 15, or if it's going to continue to push. Yep, turning right on around there at 15s. Getting a little punch in the mouth. That's one thing about pre-market, man. You got to find something with some range. Because if you're going to risk pre-market, why risk it on something cheap that's only paying like 5 cents per candle? There's no point. I'd rather risk on something like this, even though, like, it's a crypto move, it's sentiment. But yeah, if I'm going to risk, let me risk on something like this. But it hit that obvious level of the 15, so I don't know if it's going to be able to get through that. It's a big wall there, and it's failed here multiple times. We look on the daily chart. On the daily chart, came up here once back in 2025 failed. 1 January 3rd, 2025 failed. Last year, 24 failed. So people are gonna be selling around here. I just didn't think it could get up there with the catalyst that it had. They really believe in this thing too, man. Hopefully they don't get hurt too bad. 30 seconds to the close of this candle. Double top there. See a short step in here at the 15 big. They got plenty. It's 32 million shares traded, so they got plenty of volume here to get in. Back down to 14s. Let's see the bottom fall out of this. New candle opening after a double top. More shorts piling in. 20 seconds. Bottom of this candle is what? The 1350 will be a fallout point. 7 seconds. 1350 breakdown. All right. Making lower highs now. Doesn't seem like the shorts want to let it breathe at all. Ten seconds left on this candle. I just want to see it fail. That's all. That's all I'm here for. Praying on a downfall. Come on, 1350. Still a lower high. Unpredictable. Oh my goodness. This thing hates shorts. They might lose their secondary account today. That's crazy. Multiple times that this has failed here, and it's still pushing shorts out of their positions. That's 3 times on the 1 minute that it has come back below this 15, but not holding under it. It is what it is, though. About to get ready to get on down. There's some sacrificial lambs out here getting burned, but yeah, I'm gonna go and make some safe money. Cause this right here, these crypto moves are insane. Oh my gosh, bruh. Somebody got their whole like month ruined right there in that move. Oh man. You know, I don't know. I'm glad that I'm kind of just watching this and learning from the professionals. Because right now, this is killing somebody. Whoever shorted at this level of 15 are down $2 per $3 per share now. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Something ain't right. Well, I'll keep an eye on that if it dips and wants to give us some play, cool. But yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, y'all. I'm about to jump out of here. I've used enough of my mental ability not to laugh out loud, but man, this has been a morning. Multiple 100% movers, over 8 or 9 of them, and volume everywhere. And then CWD comes out of nowhere with 36 million with a crypto news catalyst about Chainlink moving up. So, hey, I don't know what to say. It's almost $20, so it is what it is. I got my move yesterday from $43 up to 70 on Octo. So today, if you got this move, great stuff. Um, but yeah, that's it for me today. I'm gonna get out of here so I can get ready, and get on up the road. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Pre-market, we also continue the conversations in Discord. The Discord is free. That's where I drop all of my information on crypto. So when I do my research and everything, I drop that into the Discord when I find new ones. So yeah, definitely check it out. We also talk about dividends. We talk about different strategies and things like that. Mike D is a options expert. He's been doing the options game for a while, rolling and doing all kinds of moves in there. So he's the what do you call it? The wizard of options. That's what we call him. Yeah. And CWD is just continuing to kill people. All right. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. During intraday, it's going to get I'm thinking intraday is going to be very violent for sure. Just popped up to $24 and popping back down. So the range is getting bigger and more dangerous. So definitely keep your head on a swivel. I will check this out after my. I got a couple morning meetings, but I'll be back into the Discord later on today and check out how y'all are doing. If y'all are still sitting on y'all's hands, or if y'all got active, but it is what it is. Appreciate you guys once again, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.